Hello, very beautiful soul friends. Welcome to another Conversations with Kristin, that beautiful part of your day where you explore human consciousness from the inside out. So today I want to talk a little bit about our subconscious realms and what's going on inside of them and why it matters. So we have 5 main components or aspects to our subconscious realms: attachments, memories, belief systems, and self-ceptions, which is a word I've created. Stimulus-dependent activation of neural networks, and subconscious parts. And this refers to my pyramid of personhood and my miraculous inner being diagram of consciousness, original concepts I've created to explore, explain, and empower human consciousness from the inside out. So we have these 5 main components, and they're all interacting with each other. And one of the most profound things I've learned is that our subconscious realms are actually directly impacting our neurophysiology. And so you might think about these things as existing more in the conceptual, energetic mind, but they live in the body, and they affect the body. And so the manner in which our stimulus-dependent activation of neural networks are being activated, the styles in which our subconscious parts are being activated, the style in which our belief systems are being activated, the style in which our memories are being activated, and the style in which our attachments are being activated are directly impacting our brainwave activity, our brain region activity, our nervous system activity, the activity of our senses, our ability to see, hear, taste, touch, feel, smell. All the stuff going on in our unconscious states is being directly affected by the activations of aspects in our subconscious realms. And it's really powerful because as much as we can address what's happening in our neurophysiology, and sometimes that's where the healing needs to be focused. But as much as that's the case, when we heal and transform and empower our subconscious realms, the neurophysiology actually gets healed in the process, because our subconscious realms are directly impacting the activations and well-being of our neurophysiology. And so attachment formation, that starts to happen when we're born. We come out of the womb and the mother or caregiver holds this little baby and looks in their eyes. That's the moment that attachments start to form. And the foundation of those attachments goes through till about early adolescence, approximately. But the first few years of life are where a lot of that core stuff is really developed. And then it builds on itself and builds on itself. And the core foundation of our subconscious develops in approximately the first 15 years of life. Those attachments start to form that moment that we are born, and another human being holds us and looks at us. And the styles in which we experience love, receiving love, giving love, observing love, and protecting love shape the development of our subconscious parts. And again, this is all using language and concepts from my original diagram of consciousness, something I've created to explore, explain, and empower human consciousness from the inside out. I created this diagram from scratch. So these 4 types of experiences of love shape the development of our subconscious parts. And our subconscious parts are energetic communicators between our conscious mind and our unconscious body. And so we have our attachments that develop through the process of the manner in which we receive care from our caregivers. It might be a mom, it might be a dad, it might be moms, it might be dads, it might be some other relative, it might be foster parents, it might be a caregiver, a guardian. There's a variety of experiences that we might have. But from the moment that we're born, and especially in those first few years of life, and then also continuing into our early adolescence, our attachments develop. And attachments are really important because they actually determine the styles in which we continue to experience all types of relationships across the span of our entire lives. The relationship that we have with ourselves and the relationship that we experience, or the types of relationships that we experience with other people, are directly stemming from the types of attachments that have developed within our subconscious realms. And so every single time that you're interacting with another human being, every single time that you're interacting with yourself, and that's like a big part of life, right? Like, when are we not interacting with ourselves and or other people? It's like most of our existences as human beings. The styles in which we experience those things are stemming from the attachment development in our subconscious. So they're a really big deal. They have a really big impact on our existence as people. Every person is affected by the attachments in their subconscious. Every human being on the planet. So we've got the attachments, and then we've got the subconscious parts who develop through experiences of love. They are pure love at the core of who they are. Subconscious parts are pure love. But they don't know that because they're really intimately connected with these other subconscious realm aspects like memories and belief systems. And so if pure love isn't in all of the memories or in all of the belief systems, then parts are going to be like, oh, then I must not be pure love because I'm really connected with these things and these things seem to be who I am. So part of healing is being like, hey, no, parts, you're not these things. You are just love. And restoring them to the pure state of love, pure state of being love that they truly are. And that's a big part of the healing journey of life. We transform our consciousness from the inside out when that happens. But another topic for another day. So then we've got our memories. And there's 4 types of memories, 4 main categories. There's 2 kinds of implicit memories and 2 kinds of explicit memories. Episodic, declarative, implicit. Words. It's 4 types of memories. 2 of them are conscious, 2 of them are unconscious. We don't need to get into that right now. This is just an overview. This is just an overview. And so these memories are forming through our entire lives. So it's important because every experience is stored inside of our bodies. That one time that a kid stole your ice cream cone when you were 2 years old, that one time when you were trying to ride your bike and you fell off of it and scraped your knee, that one time where you were waiting to get picked up from school and someone forgot you and you were waiting for a few hours and you felt scared and angry and forgotten and left, and that one time when you name it. Every single experience we've ever had in this life is stored in the cells of our bodies, in the wiring of our brain. And so even if we don't consciously remember an experience, it exists inside of us and is having some form of impact on who we are today. And that's a big deal because we might think if we don't remember something, it must not be affecting us. But that's not the truth at all, I promise you. Every single experience is stored inside of us, and what's inside of us is impacting us here and now today in ways that we cannot possibly fathom because it's happening beyond our awareness. So memories, they're a big deal. Thankfully, they can be rewired. Memories can be rewired, attachments can be rewired, and subconscious parts can be completely healed, transformed, and empowered. This is all possible. And I figured out how to do it all. And I know it's possible for any human on the planet if they're ready to reclaim their power by loving every part of themselves and embracing practice every day in the healing journey of life. So attachments, memories, parts. Then we've got belief systems. And so the styles in which our attachments have developed have created some belief systems within us, especially about what we're worth. And our memories have created a bunch of belief systems in us, especially about like what's possible or what things should look like or how things should be or who I should be or what to expect from life or what to expect from others or what to expect of ourselves. And then the styles in which our subconscious parts have experienced love affects our belief systems, creates belief systems, and that's related with memories and attachments. And so all of these experiences and the ways that we have experienced them shape our belief systems. Thankfully, our belief systems can also be reprogrammed, rerouted, rewired, reclaimed, rewritten. Breathe in that hope. Anything is possible. I'm definitely living proof of that. So we've got our attachments. we've got our memory systems, we've got our belief systems, we've got our subconscious parts. And then the stimulus-dependent activation of neural networks. That might be a big, long, what phrase to use. Let me break it down a little bit. Stimulus-dependent activation of neural networks. So we all have neural networks in our brains. And this aspect of our subconscious realms has to do with the way that what's going on outside of us and what's going on inside of us is activating those little wires in our brain. And so what we're thinking about, how we're responding to ourselves, where we're directing our focus, and the things that are happening around us, the weather, the people, the events, the whatever. It's all pieces of external and internal stimulus, and that's allowing for very particular activations of our brain's neural network, which is causing certain activations of these other subconscious realm aspects. And so the way that stimulus is affecting things has some relevancy in terms of how attachments are being activated, and how memories are being activated, and how belief systems are being activated, and how subconscious parts are being activated. And so those are the 5 main components of our subconscious realms. And it's really important for understanding who we are in this world, for understanding what we're experiencing, for understanding where our power is, for giving compassion to ourselves, for creating space for ourselves, for creating space for others. Every human being that I ever encounter has these components of subconscious realms being activated within them, and they don't know about that. And understanding that helps me create compassionate space for people to be who and where and as they are, because there's a lot going on in them that they don't even know about. We're allowed to be kind to ourselves and one another. We're allowed to create space for the expansive miracles that we innately are. We're allowed to release judgment and create compassionate, loving space for our miraculous beings to just exist. And from that space of existing, we can explore deeper healing than we've ever known before, because we know the particulars of what's happening within us. All these different aspects of our subconscious realms are impacting one another and impacting our mind and impacting our body. And so if there's something going on in any aspect of us, we can always trace it back to a particular place in our subconscious that it's coming from, and from that space of understanding, reclaim power and heal ourselves and transform the entire experience of our own beings. If you would like some healing journey guidance along your magical, miraculous journey of loving transformation into the best you that you can possibly be, so you can experience the fullness of life and all that you are, I would love to connect with you through a consciousness consultant call. We get together one-on-one through a call, and we dive deep into your healing journey of life. We explore what you've been experiencing, inside or outside, anything that's been going on. And then from this space of recognizing clues of consciousness, I help guide you through a process with loving compassion, meeting you where you're at, so that you can translate these clues into a deeper understanding of what's happening inside of you. And from this place of renewed self-understanding, I help you create a plan of action. I give you some ideas, and we talk through it and create something that works for you, so that you have tangible tools, an actual plan of action, something you can do every day to reclaim your power, love every part of yourself, and start to experience deep, true, powerful transformation, so that you can feel so good inside of the consciousness where you live, because you deserve that. You deserve it. You deserve to live in a consciousness that feels good to experience. You deserve to know the miraculous, loving expanse of the home of your heart. You deserve to have power, true, unconditional, no one can ever take it away from you, power in your everyday healing journey of life. You deserve that. You're already worthy. You're already enough. You don't need to heal into someone different. You get to heal into the deeper trueness of who you are, and let go of anything that's not feeling good to experience inside of you. My cat is busy frolicking with the fairies over here with the tree. So if you'd like to connect through a consciousness consulting call, I would be honored to step in as a healing journey guide and empower your transformation into the greatest you that you can possibly be, so that life can feel so good to experience. You can check out my website for more information, or email me anytime, and we can schedule a session together at artistryofexistence beFRIEND@gmail.com. And if you're looking for healing journey resources, I also offer a few of those. And every piece of a healing journey resource that I create is intended to be so powerful that it can single-handedly help you transform your experience here and now. One piece of healing journey resource has the power to completely change the direction of your life, if you let it. And so I offer my Restoring Consciousness Toolkit that explores, explains, and empowers human consciousness from the inside out. It dives deep into these aspects of the subconscious realms, explores all the particulars within them, and then explores your subconscious parts in even greater depth. And from this space of understanding subconscious parts, walks you through how to help them, how to recognize their presence, how to interpret their clues of consciousness, how to recognize the presence of subconscious parts, how to interpret their clues of consciousness, how to uncover their underlying fears, needs, and desires, and how to help them, how to respond when you notice that they're there, how to help separate identity and experience so that you have more power within both of these aspects of yourself in your life, how to empower, heal, and transform parts. And it comes with flowcharts so you can easily recognize their presence and know how to respond at a glance. Sometimes we don't have the capacity to fully dive into something, but here you can, at a glance, okay, this is my Muppet part. I do this, I say this, I attune to this, this is what they really need, this is what's going on. And then the Healing Journey Guide walks you through step-by-step instructions of how to be there in even deeper ways. And when these step-by-step instructions are applied, any aspect of the subconscious realms can be transformed. Any aspect of our subconscious realms can be transformed. Our attachments, our memories, our belief systems, our stimulus-dependent activation of neural networks, and our subconscious parts can all actually experience deep healing when we work with our subconscious parts. And I offer you the Healing Journey wisdom and guidance to know how to do this in your life on an everyday basis. It's something you can tangibly do at home. Meeting yourself where you are with love, knowing that you have power and you want to feel that power. You want to be there for yourself. You want to be there for yourself, but you just don't know how. That's what this tool is for. And then that's not all. The Restoring Consciousness Toolkit continues diving deep into personal power reclamation, what it is, what it looks like, why it matters, the benefits of it, what happens when you reclaim it, and then again, step-by-step tools, tangible things you can do at home to harness your personal power. One of those things is Bull Ray, an original mindfulness technique I've created that can help transform any clue of consciousness and can be used anytime, anywhere. So I created it when I would go for these long daily walks, and I would just be absolutely drowning in myself. I couldn't feel my feet on the ground. Every sound startled me as if the world was ending. The state of my traumatic stress was so severe. Nothing was helping. And I created this tool and I started to experience relief. And it was something I could use just in my mind anytime, anywhere. Whether it was anxiety or depression or traumatic stress or dissociation or panic attacks, anything. This tool helped me reclaim my power, helped me be there for myself, and helped me start to transform my life experience when nothing else was helping with that. So I offer you these powerful healing journey resources, this powerful wisdom of consciousness, this powerful knowledge of your own inner being, and tools to love, transform, and empower yourself into the fullness of all that you can be. So that's my Restoring Consciousness Toolkit. And again, you can check out links below for more information or email me at artistryofexistence@gmail.com to order your copy. And then I also have a series of guided meditations called Sailing Through Consciousness. And these are powerful. If you want to spend time with your consciousness, but you're just not really sure how to do it, this is a great tool. If you're afraid of meditation, it's a great tool. If you love meditation, it's a great tool. If you don't know how to practice presence, but you want to, it's a great tool. If you enjoy practicing presence and you're looking to expand, it's a great tool. It's 50 minutes altogether. You don't have to use it all at once, though. It's two different things, two different audios. One's 10 minutes, one's 40 minutes approximately. But you don't have to use them all. You could do 5 minutes of the 10-minute one, 10 minutes of the 40-minute one. You could break it up however you feel inspired towards. There's no rules. There's no rules to the healing journey of life. We're making it up as we go based on what helps us. Meeting ourselves where we're at, while also directing focus towards where we want to go. And so these guided meditations take you through a process of imaginative visualization for personal power reclamation. Walks you through using aspects of your consciousness to create an experience within you. They're very powerful, very beautiful. I've had quite the experience using them on myself. They're really powerful and really fun. Like, I created memories within my consciousness through this. I created memories of experiencing my internal reality as if it was an external reality. They're so powerful. So if you're interested in that, you can let me know. Email me or check out the link below for more information. There's even a little preview if you want to know kind of the style of energy, the energetic style of these guided meditations. And then stay tuned, beloved soul friends. I'm coming out with a new book soon. It is so good. I've way outdid myself with it. It is mind-bogglingly good. It's called Healing into Happiness Playbook. And it has dozens and dozens and dozens of original play prompts. Healing journey activities that are designed to be enjoyable to explore. If I can't have fun using them on myself, I don't bother to put it in the book because I want this to be fun. Healing is allowed to be fun. We're allowed to reclaim our power, reprogram our nervous systems, and rewire our brains in a way that is enjoyable. That's my intention for this book. There's nothing out there like this. It is powerful stuff. And from this space, there's all these different activity prompts, and it walks you through different ways to use it and explore the book. And then it also provides all of the insight and worksheets and information and guidance needed to choose some of your favorite ones, or choose some of the ones that you had the most benefits from, and create daily rituals from them. Daily rituals are the foundation of any healing journey of life. That's another topic for another time. I have a couple videos, they're a little older though, about daily rituals and the power and importance of them. But daily rituals are really, really powerful for a lot of reasons. And so not only do you get to have all of this opportunity for fun, not only do you get to have all these new experiences of practicing presence with your consciousness in powerful ways that actually help to transform your neurophysiology in the process, but through that, you also gain these opportunities to create daily rituals to sustain your healing journey infinitely moving forward. And there's so many options. You could do a couple different ones every month and have daily rituals for the next year. So a lot of fun, a lot of power, a lot of play. So stay tuned for that. Healing into Happiness Playbook coming soon. And then I also have content creations on my Patreon if you'd like to join me on there. I share guided meditations, personalized coaching video, and even some music. So check out patreon.com/artistryofexistence to explore those offerings. I have Consciousness Consulting Calls, Restoring Consciousness Toolkit, Sailing Through Consciousness Guided Meditations, Healing into Happiness Playbook, my Patreon, and then I also have my Teespring, where there's healing journey merchandise. It's I love my parts of consciousness, mosaic, mind, pride. I am a unique horn of consciousness, and there's an acronym that has all these really great healing journey emphasizes. Words. Words are too fun. And there's shirts and mugs and all kinds of great things. And it's just really, really helpful to have something tangible to redirect our focus towards our healing journey. Like when I go and I make a cup of tea in my I Love My Parts of Consciousness mug, there's just something in me that feels so empowered. Like, I don't have to hide that I'm on a healing journey. I don't have to hide that I have parts of consciousness. I don't have to hide any of this. I get to be proud of my consciousness. I get to show my parts of consciousness that I love them and I will always remember them. I will always keep them involved in my life, even though they're existing and operating beyond my direct and immediate awareness. We're in this together. Woo! Big old B. And so it just helps to have that tangible reminder. Like when I wear my unicorn shirt, like it's just like, I'm a unicorn. Like this is just who I am now. This is just who I am. There's just something really empowering about having something tangible to direct our intention and attention, because that's where our personal power is, towards our own healing journeys of life. It's a tool. All of these things are tools. It's just a matter of finding the tools that work for you and really being present in the application of them. So I invite you to explore my links below. And as always, I share free healing journey content on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, my podcast, and my blog. So feel free to check out those offerings as well. And I have lots of content from many, many years. So you could even explore where I was 5 years ago if you're curious. So feel free to explore those magics as well. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Thank you for sharing Sacred Healing Space through my content creations here on YouTube. It's such a blessing to be able to share in this way and connect with you guys. Man, the lighting is so fun. I've got this like rainbow halo going on here. Sunshine, too much fun. So thank you guys for being here. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being exactly who and where you are on your own personal healing journey. We're all in a healing journey of life. We're all in this together. And I'm really, really grateful that you exist. I'm grateful that you're present here. I'm grateful that you're you. So thanks so much for joining me for Conversations with Kristin. And I will see you next time, my beloved soul friends. Namaste. The liberated expansion in me sees and honors the liberated expansion in you. Have a beautiful and blessed day, soul friends.